What can you do to keep your cool when your child is hitting, biting, kicking, etc.? One thing I love teaching parents about is developmental psychology theories that explain how our children's brains are developing at different ages. They're not just little adults. Jean Piaget is famous for his theory of cognitive development, and it talks about how children's thinking develops at different stages, and at each stage there are different strides towards being a fully cognitively developed adult. Now, it's too much cover in this short video, but we'll focus on the concept of cause and effect. So until about age 7, children have an incomplete understanding that one thing causes another. It's not like a light switch that just develops one day, but rather a gradual transition. So perhaps one day they'll kick their mobile in their crib and see it move and begin to develop this skill. And later on, they'll throw their pasta on their floor and see mom pick it up. Later on, they'll hit a friend at a play date and see them cry. But it isn't until around age 7 that they fully comprehend, I hit my friend, that hurt my friend, she was upset and hurt and started crying, and therefore, hitting my friend hurts them and makes them cry. So it's easy to assume that our kids think just like us. I love teaching about developmental checkpoints because it helps parents to understand their children so much better and to develop patience for their awful behaviors like hitting. They have this incomplete understanding of cause and effect. They really can't be blamed for their mistakes. It's not fair to use many harsh disciplinary techniques at these younger ages. Rather than getting mad, it's helpful to change your perspective to one of empathy and education. You literally need to teach your child that hitting hurts and that they don't just innately understand these things. And it's not a one and done teaching moment. It's like a very complex math concept that I may understand it after a very thorough explanation, but there's still kind of a veil of mystery around it until I go to try to teach it to someone. And maybe I actually really did understand it and I can teach them, or maybe that shows me, oh, I actually didn't really understand it that well and I need to go back and relearn it. Sort of the same thing for your kids. So even though you've taught your children not to hit, they need to go back and relearn it until it fully sinks in. The good news is your child will understand around age 7. At that point, the tricky part will become inhibiting those aggressive urges using their higher order brain powers, which aren't fully developed until closer to age 25. But at least you'll see some improvement in those ever so challenging hitting and biting behaviors.